box. Danny Ball, don't trust a cop. Johnny Spotswood just don't know when to stop. Yeah, and if you don't like it, you better take your ass up to the snooty box, cause this is the loud spot. Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I did not plan on doing a show tonight at all until my buddy Charlie sent me his music, and I was like, we gotta play this band like right now, tonight. Charlie's on the phone with me. This is the first time I've ever recorded a song like from my phone because his Wi-Fi's not working so well with the Zoom call. So, Charlie, bro, tell us about your band.
It's called the Chemical Messiah Complex. It's kind of like a urban, thrash metal type style, kind of from the Bay Area.
Dude, I've known you, I think, since 7th grade. Is that right?
Yeah, dude, we go way back.
Dude.
Wilsey Wood, right?
No, Wilsey Wood for sure. High school, bro. Like, I remember you used to play in all those, like, concerts back in the day. You were in so many good bands. You're such an awesome singer, songwriter, and, like, just very talented person altogether.
Thank you, man. So are you.
No,
so are you, Sebastian.
Well, I appreciate that. So, what's your band's name again? Say it one more time. Chemical Messiah what?
Chemical Messiah Complex.
Chemical Messiah Complex. And he's pretty much...
I have a web page. It's Chemical Messiah Complex. And it's Charlie 8 God. And you can check out the web page. And I have a band mix page, because I'm looking for some band people to play with for the live performances.
Yes.
And you can listen to the music on the band mix page and pretty much stream it. So
you pretty much, you write all your music by yourself. Like you're like the kind of a one man band, but then do you hire artists to like how does it work being like a one man band and doing stuff in a studio?
Well, it helps to have a guy like Juan Ortega from Trident Studio. He is a pretty well-known Bay Area producer. He just worked with Testament and he produced the Last Testament album, and he works with like pretty much a lot of the top artists in the area, and knows everybody kind of from the beginning. And he was able to pull artists, in to help with things, to help with that diversity, but some of the songs I did the bass and all the guitar tracks, and I even did solos. I did all the vocal tracks, all the layers of the vocal tracks. I think that Juan actually threw a little bit of vocal tracks on this one song we have called Swords, Horns, and Pentagrams. But other than that, yeah, we pretty much, Juan is just a master, and it was a really pleasure working with him over at Trident Studios.
I'm really surprised that because I know you're so particular, dude. You are so particular about your music. I'm surprised you put this out there. Don't get me wrong, this is absolutely fantastic. But I'm surprised you're ready because you are very, you care about what you put out there and you don't want to put anything out that's not ready to be put out.
Right. I wanted to have everything in order this time. I felt like in the early years of doing music, being naive and young, signing certain distribution deals that seem really
shady or
everything.
You got to be careful, man. Especially with someone like you who's very talented. You really got to be careful about who you're talking to, who you're dealing with. Let me tell everyone something real quick. I haven't talked to Charlie. Last time I remember seeing Charlie was at a Walmart in Vacaville, California. I had walked in, and he comes running up, I see him as I'm coming in the door. He's like, "What's up, dude?" Do you remember that, bro? Do you remember that time at Walmart when I saw you?
Yeah, man.
And like,
I think I was getting beer. I was out of beer.
Dude, let's and you don't even drink anymore.
You know, I haven't drank for a while, but I'm smoking a fatty right now, though.
I remember saying Charlie, I was like, you always had like this crazy look in your eye, like, I'm fucking awesome. And I love that about you, though, bro. Like, I love that about you. You are such an inspiration and should be a staple and inspiration to new musicians because you have the right to be particular because you have been doing. You've been doing this for so long. I remember when you first got. What was the first band you were in? Like in Vacaville.
You know, the first band that I was actually in was a band called Paradigm Shift.
Yes, and I love that name, Paradigm Shift. I remember loving that name.
Yeah.
How did you even get into that band? Because like I don't remember you being into music that much.
You know, what was interesting is I had been into music and had played stuff and was doing a lot of stuff by myself at the time. But see, back then, in those days, all this technology didn't exist. So it was like my first show was at a place in Fairfield called Dings, and I was 13 years old, you know, and I had been playing guitar and studying instruments, you know, ever since I was little, pretty much. And even went through, a chorus and vocal training, and like still to this day, go back and look at all that stuff, you know. And one of the things I want to say about that Paradigm Shift days, you know, we signed the deal with CD Baby, you know.
Paradigm Shift was a good band, bro. That was a very good band, also.
I want to talk about the CD Baby thing because the thing about CD Baby that a lot of people have to understand is that they end up taking your publishing rights. So whether you realize that or not. And another thing is there's these clauses in their contracts where they could change things or cancel your subscription without any reason at all, okay, which is could be a big deal, okay, which I'm not against them. I'm not saying that they're like bad. That could be good for somebody. What I'm saying is you have to really study these things because they're all different applications. And right now what I'm looking at trying to sign is a deal with a distribution company called AWOL.
Okay.
And they are they only take people that they select. So, and you have to kind of have a certain level. They only get paid if you get paid as well.
I feel like a lot of bands that don't know, they're so excited to get signed that they just kind of sign whatever. And then they do. And then a lot of times when their either band fails or it doesn't get as big as they want, it's like they kind of get screwed at the end of it because they're just like when you're new and you're young and you're 20 years old and you're signed, you don't like. I think a lot of these record labels take advantage of young artist trying to make it big. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. You know, people have like a dream of getting discovered.
Yes.
And becoming famous, like, you know, because everybody wants to win the lottery or somehow just become rich. You know, you look at the farmer and you see the farmer's rich, but what a lot of people don't know is that farmer had to work a really long time to get that. And all farmers don't get rich either, but there are a lot of them that you see. And, you know, it's the same kind of thing. This is a work that you have to do constantly. You know, like AWOL, with studying about AWOL and how to try to even get on or even be considered to get on with them, like you have to do a lot of work. And they are going to look at all the analytic stuff about how your growth is happening in every single area across all the social media platforms and everything. And, you know, using these kind of podcasts that you have right here and taking, you know, advantage of this. This is the thing that actually we have that wasn't there that could really make them famous, even though they're not signed and before they ever actually get it, which will end up getting them the deal with AWOL.
Dude,
you see?
Look, I'm going to tell you, I literally, like, so I want everyone to know this, we literally talked just for a few minutes tonight, and I was like, we have to get you on. We have to get you on. because I'm so booked up this month. And right now, it's Saturday night and I have some free time. So here's what I want to do. I want to play Chemical Messiah right now. And while we play Chemical Messiah, because you're on my phone, we got to wait the whole song before we talk again. But everyone needs to hear. This is my favorite song by you, by the way, man. I love this song. So we're going to go right now. So this is Chemical Messiah. Charlie is an awesome musician, and I fucking love your music, dude. So here we go.